Hey, it's Mr. Malte. Today, we're going to be looking at two tools in Read and Write. So let's get on to Classroom. You know the drill. We're going to get on to Engaging Students. And if you scroll down a little bit, you should see Classroom. This won't be your first time on Classroom, I hope. And go into your class. And there should be an assignment that your teacher has posted called Read and Write or something similar. Go ahead and click your name and get to that document. Pause. Come on back when you have this ready to go. All right, so I'm in my doc and I want to just play a passage. So I'm going to go up and click on the purple puzzle piece. Remember, if you ever get a pop-up, you might have to click on your name and scroll and click allow. That happens. But for right now, we're going to make sure our mouse cursor is just there at the beginning of our words. We're going to press play.
Sloths are quiet animals that live alone. They sleep most of the day. Sloths sleep hanging upside down with the head tucked up between the front legs.
What? They sleep upside down? That's wild. Now, if it's too fast, you go over to the three dots and settings. And I like to bring the speed down to about 30 something, maybe 40, 35 would be good, and save. And it should be a little bit slower now.
Sloths are quiet animals that live alone.
Perfect. So, practice that. You should have your headphones and be listening to this passage. And this is something you can do on every website. And I'm going to show you how to do it on sites like National Geographic and on other web pages too. So that's a great tool to use. So practice that for a while and then come on back. I'm going to show you part 2. So now that you've listened, I would like you to use your voice to tell a story. This is really powerful and it makes you type really fast and it helps a lot. So we are going to, again, if your toolbar is gone for some reason, make sure you click the purple puzzle piece. And we are looking for the one that has a little microphone. So we're going to click that. Hello, 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 test, test, test. And it works. Great. Now, if I just leave it on, you'll get a bunch of nonsense there. So make sure you stop it. And you can press undo up there. Maybe have to undo a whole bunch. Undo, undo, undo. Backspace would work too, but undo's a little faster probably. Now I'm going to think. The big difference with typing with your voice is you don't just start your sentence not knowing where you're going. You have to kind of think your whole sentence. And that's one reason, teachers, why I really like this, because you have to formulate an entire sentence and say the punctuation. So we can just talk about our day. That's fine. We could also talk about our favorite animal, and maybe I'll just talk about sloths here. It might be my story about sloths. Are you ready? I'm ready. Sloths are my favorite animal, period. After every sentence, you stop your microphone. Make sure it did okay. The first time I saw a sloth was at the Edmonton Valley Zoo. Is it still called the Edmonton Valley Zoo? I think so. Period. They were feeding the sloth some fruit and vegetables, and it ate so slowly and was the cutest thing I had ever seen! Exclamation point. All right. Now, I understand. I'm a teacher. I'm old. That took me not very long. It might take you a lot longer. The last thing after you get your stuff that you'll do later on is I really like it when students use that same play button to listen back to their own writing. And like, did you miss some punctuation? Does it all make sense? Mine sort of makes sense, but could I fix it? This is where you go back. And teachers, I would say this is one of the most important points. Go back and have them listen to their writing. This is something I encourage everyone all the way up to junior high to do, to record their writing or write their writing and then listen back. Like, does it all make sense? Is it good? I remember I put God job on a report card once and I didn't catch it because I didn't have read write or someone else to read it. So it's really important. 2 tools, play a passage and the voice typing. Of course, when you're doing it with the whole class, it's a little bit wonky and you might pick up other things, but usually you're doing that like individually, and that makes a lot more sense. But typing with your voice, it's up to 5 times faster. So try it out. Listen back to your writing. That's probably the most important part. If you have other writing, teachers, if there's any other writing your students have done this year online, you can press play. Or take a piece of writing that you have on paper and have them read it into the computer and see if they can make any improvements. That's a great thing to do too. So have fun. Enjoy all that. Take care.